Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at us. Look at us. Here we are. Here we are. Oh my gosh. Look at all these people. Hello, everyone. Hi. Why am I getting feedback? How do I fix this? Arr. Oh my god, that's annoying. Okay. Is it giving feedback for you? You don't hear it? Okay. So I'm talking and then I'm hearing like what I'm saying. Um, okay. I'm gonna try and ignore it. Um, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's so annoying. Oh, reminds me of the good old days. Okay. Anyway, oh, there's Ozzy. Oh, welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. Who's here? Okay, I'm gonna start at the bottom. Amira's here. Catherine, Saoirse, Yova's back. What's up, Yova? Sayo Pao Cat. Danny's here. The Tortuga Man is here. Lydia's here. Welcome back, Lydia. Arena, hello. And Danny and Thad's here. Good morning, Thad. Huffle Buddy. Salut Pierre. Anatomy of a chart. Of course, Carlo's here. Eagle Bricks. Ingo. Krista Storm, who's in Alberta. I'm from Alberta. Uh, I know how cold you feel right now. Mr. T, Livia's here. Livia is moderating today. Who else is here? I'm scrolling up. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. Oh my god, this feedback. John? I don't know. Is John Dunlop still here? Robert's here. Um, Creeper's here. Francis, Kevin Johnson, and Zichiba. Anyone else? Anyone? Jewel M. Claire's here. Hi, Claire. Maine is here. Um, yeah, Rogor, welcome, welcome. Amazing card sharp, it's Eric. Alexis is here. Jedi Contrast is here. Max is here. If I missed you, just yell at me. Okay. Hank is here. Hi, Hank. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I am I'm so excited to be doing these live streams again. Um, so many returning people. It's really, really incredible. Thank you for coming back to this with me. And Tony, hi Tony. Um, I don't know how beardless was that. Hello. Um, Dryu boy. Did I say that right? I'm not good at pronouncing names. Yeah, so and David's here. Hi, David. And he's Ninja. Hello. Yeah, I'm so happy to be doing the live stream again. I know a lot of you were with me when I did the live streams back in 2020, 2021. Uh, but we took a big long break. Genesis, hello. Um, I'm going to tell you a little bit before we get started. I'm going to tell you a little bit of the lore of these live streams. So back in the the very beginning of the lockdowns, we came on the internet. I think we started with Instagram first, and then we moved to YouTube. It was March 16th of 2020. We I just posted on my stories that I was doing a live stream, and we pressed go, and Lydia's wearing her live stream 100 sweater, and we just pressed go, and it was just this beginning of this like weird, strange time of the pandemic where we didn't know what was happening. It was scary, and I just was like, I gotta show up somewhere. So I just pressed go on live streams, not really knowing what was gonna happen, and this wonderful magic happened where we did 240 something live streams in total. And we did 200 days in a row straight. I think there was only maybe like 1 or 2 days that we didn't do the live streams. Oh my god, my cats are kidding. Excuse me. I don't know. Can you see them? Yeah, and I was in. So yeah, we did 240 live streams. A lot of you were here. A lot of you who were with me on those live streams are still within the community, still taking classes, and it's just so amazing. So thank you so much for coming back. I feel called to do these again. It's a strange, weird time in the world. And like I'm freaking out. Like there's a lot of days where I'm not okay, and I'm sure that other people are feeling the same way that I am. So I just was like, I gotta show up again. We're not gonna do every day, way too intense, but I am gonna try and do every weekend. So once a week. It's gonna be either Saturday or Sunday. Just make sure that you follow me on Instagram and watch my stories because that's where I will post the link and the date and time. So today we're not. I don't want it to be like a 2 hour thing, but I want to do a little bit of a staff something, just a little bit of a staff something, and a little bit of a lightsaber something, and then send you on your way into your Sunday or Monday if you're in Australia, and we'll just go from there. And if you're having fun, please share and like tell other people to join in. I do have online classes coming up in April, so there's always more things. All the like things are in the description. We can read that as we're going. Yes, I am going to keep the live streams up after. You can come back and watch these. Also, please feel free to put questions in the chat. I will try to get to them. Okay, this like feedback is gonna be really annoying, so I'm just gonna have to like talk. Okay, okay. So we're gonna start with a staff something something. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep it relatively simple. So we're gonna do maybe hand roll. We're gonna do strike 1, strike 2, neck wrap, loop up. So that's what we're gonna practice today. I feel like it's a little bit yes. I think that's better. So we'll talk about what you can do, and I'll show you what you can do if you only have a short stick, and then we'll do a lightsaber something. A lightsaber. Oh, I was like word. We'll do something with a lightsaber after we do the staff. You can try the staff stuff with the lightsaber, but you're going to be holding on. And I'm gonna start like simple today. All right. I saw a question of like, how are George and Ozzy doing? Well, George is on the cat tree. I'm like, George is on the cat tree. Ozzy's down there. They're really cute, and I love them so much. And it's hard for me to leave the house sometimes because I love them. All right. Did anybody jump in? I didn't see. Richard, I thank you. Hi, Richard. Sound quality is a bit bad. Okay. Is it still bad? I wonder. Can I? Customization? No, that's not it. I don't know. It's fine. Okay. Okay, so I've upgraded. Obviously, if you were here before, I've upgraded from my tiny little apartment. I now have ceiling height. I also have a webcam, so I'm hoping the quality. Hi, Grace. I'm hoping the quality will be better than the older live streams, but I'm using the mic on the webcam, and I think that's where I'm getting the feedback. So I'm going to try something else next time. Felonious Monk, hello. Oh my God. Well, we haven't been here in like 5 years. Oh my God. Okay, so let's just do a really quick warm up. Very important. Shake your wrists out. I'm going to read the chat while we do this. No, it's good. It's a little harder to hear when you're far back. Okay, copy that. I will project my voice. All right, do some arm circles. Oh. How is it 2025? It's almost like January is almost done. Go the other way. But actually, that's a good thing. I have my Vancouver classes starting in March. No, in February. They start in 2 weeks. And those are going to take me all the way through February, and those go really fast. And then it's March. Then we're golden. It's just getting through January, February. That's the worst part. Okay. If you do have a stick, you can do some shoulder rotations. Go as wide or as close together as you like, just to get your shoulders moving. And generally, if we were doing like a real class, we would warm up with basic flow in some capacity. We're not going to do that today. We're just going to go straight into it because I take too long. I'm an older. So I want to start with the neck wrap part. Okay, you can do this with a long stick. You can do this with a short stick. Really, what's going to be the determining factor is what your range of motion and mobility is. So obviously, it's going to be a little bit easier if you lack range of motion, longer stick. But you can do it with a short stick. Okay, you could do it with a lightsaber, but you would get exactly one, and then you're dead. So pick your poison. Enjoy. You do you. Oh my God. Okay. So we're gonna start with the neck portion of this. I don't know if I'm reversed to you. This is my right hand. This is my left hand. Am I reversed? I don't know. I'll start with my left hand. We'll do it both ways. So neck wrap. I want to go from the center. I want to go towards the edge of the equivalent of my tape. So if I were to divide my staff into thirds, I'd be 2/3 of the way down the staff. So when I point my arm up to the side, I'm longer out on the side and I have short stick bottom end. So you're gonna just stay here, nice and tall. You're gonna start like wrapping your arm all around your neck, and you want to wrap your arm as far around your neck as possible for you and your body. Okay? What I don't want to see is this. You see how there's a big gap right here from my hand to my neck? And my center of my staff isn't behind my back. I'm trying to get the center of my staff as far around the back of my neck as possible. So now my center is actually right here. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it as far around my neck as possible. If I could touch my opposite ear with this hand, I would. If you don't have the mobility and you can only move that far, that's okay, as long as you're wrapping as far as humanly possible for you. Then you take your opposite hand. Now you can go under your elbow. It looks all black, but or you can go over your elbow. This is whatever feels good. What I don't want to see is this. This is gonna get you. See how my arm is trapped in here? You're trapped, and I can't make a quick escape if something goes wrong. So make sure you either go under your arm or over your arm. Staff goes first. Then you're just gonna put your fingers up, thumb out, push the staff into your neck gently. Leave this hand where it is, and it's gonna wrap exactly into your hand. I'm not moving. I'm not like having my body do all the work. It's literally just me standing still, as short of a focal point as possible, and then I'm gonna come out on the other side in the opposite hand. Then you can go back the other way. So I'm gonna start by wrapping all the way around my neck as far as possible. See how much is pointing out to that side. Then I'm gonna take this hand. I can go under or over, just not in. Eyelid under, fingers up, thumb out. Make sure your palm is facing away from you. Push the staff into your neck. And then catch, and then extend. So you can just practice that as a drill where you go back and forth. So I go around my neck, pass, and open, around my neck, pass, and open. And so this is how you're going to practice it. I'm just going to put the wall here. Am I going to hit it? No, I don't have to. Okay? Now, what happens with this skill a lot, I see it a lot on the internet with internet spinners, is rather than making an neck wrap, which is really quick and fast, it's basically you want the shortest distance from your sending hand to your touching hand as possible. But what I see a lot on the internet is people making it like a neck roll, which is a legit skill. It's just a different skill. It's a skill that you can't do as fast. You can't do a neck roll really fast. You can do a neck wrap really fast. So just make sure you understand the difference between the two. A neck roll, my hand starts further away from the neck. And then it sort of luxuriates as it goes around my neck. Whereas a neck wrap is meant to just be zippy and fast. Okay? And then also, if you don't have enough mobility to grab it on the other side, as long as you are hugging yourself and wrapping as tight as possible, that's all you need to do. You've done your due diligence. So if you can only get to here, that's okay. You can still put your staff into the back of your neck as long as your hand is here and then you don't move. Once you let it go, it will come to your hand. So if you see, I'm going to try and line this up for you. So I'm not going to wrap quite as far. So stay a little bit broader chest or very boobalicious, okay? So I'm not going to be able to like wrap it. But as long as I have this hand and this staff wrapped as far as humanly possible for me, and then, okay, right there. So you see how the middle of my hand and my staff are aligned? As long as I have that, and then I push it into my neck, it will come to my hand. Okay, as long as you don't move your body. Okay, as soon as you stop moving your body, you're gonna make it way harder for yourself. Okay, so just do what works for you, just as long as you are doing your due diligence to wrap as far as possible before you let it go. You absolutely don't have to connect like this. And when I do it fast, I'm not connecting. I'm just putting my hand here and wrapping as far as I can, and then it just happens in a flash. Okay, so that's going to be the first skill, and we're going to loop out of that. So you're going to do your neck wraps. You're wrapping all the way underneath, wrapping your arm, pushing it into your hand, and then as you exit, it comes through. You want to make sure it stays horizontal and not drop. You're going across the table. Now, once you get to about 45 degrees, what we're going to add is a single loop out wrist roll. And all that is a single, okay, I'm going to do it facing you. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm anchoring the staff between my thumb and my index finger. I'm allowing a little bit of space between my fingers and my thumb. So this is where tension is. Oh, hello. Okay, and then I'm sending big long top end forward. This bottom end is going to come in front of my elbow here. Sending that top end down. I'm going to open my hand a little bit and keep it anchored to my thumb and my index finger. Draw a circle behind me. And then as the circle comes back in, I'm just going to re-grip. Because we have this anchor point, the only thing your staff can make is a circle. So you just have to send it in the right direction. So from here, bottom end comes in front of my arm, top end goes behind my body, send it forward, draw a circle, re-grip. I'm going to do it facing you. Forward, this one comes on the inside, draw a circle, re-grip. Forward, draw a circle, re-grip. Okay? Notice that my hand is really just opening and closing. I'm not spinning it in my hand. It's literally just using this anchor point to create a circle. So this is called a wrist roll, and this is vertical. So vertical is up and down. Okay, but we want to be able to do this horizontally. So we're going to take this vertical wrist roll and we're going to flip it on its side. So now your palms are going to be down. What's the fun thing about this is you have to dodge your own tool. You have to dodge your own prop. You have this big long end. You got to get your head out of the way, which makes it feel dangerous and flashy and fun, which is why I really like it. And it also sort of adds to the flash of like doing this like badass thing. You got to dodge your own weapon up. I think it's hilarious because I get all these comments on the internet. Like, you never do that in real life. I know. So as you exit your neck wrap, so if we're starting in like my right arm, it is my left. I'm coming around my neck, finish my neck wrap. Now, I do want to be closer to the end, so I might start my neck wrap a little bit closer to the center so that I catch it closer to the end. Then I exit. I'm going to extend my arm nice and straight. And then once I get to about 45 degrees, this front top corner on the left, that's when I'm going to send the top arm around. The left arm is going to stay under your arm because it's horizontal. The top end's going to come around from the back. I'm going to get my head out of the way and then re-grip at the bottom. This loop, I'm just flipping it horizontal and going here. So I'm sending, see the orange end here, sending the orange end towards the outside of the circle. And then if you wanted to make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing by adding a little body work, what I would do with that, let me just tip the screen down here, is I would give myself a level change where I lean over and then I do the loop. Rather than just standing here, I can take my level down, which makes the conversation you're starting a little bit more interesting. So if we do that all together, okay. Ozzy's here. I'm going to bring Ozzy into the front. This is what's going to keep people around. No, don't go. Okay. Well, I'm going to put Ozzy right here. He really likes that chair for some reason. Okay, so when we put it all together, I'm doing neck wrap, grab. I want to catch it towards the edge of my taper, the equivalent thereof. Open, get that big step away, move up, and then I'm just tightening my grip around the staff, and that's what creates this imaginary stopping. I'm just tightening my grip on my staff. Okay? So it goes neck wrap, out, move, stop. And then what I like to do, because obviously we're not using this in a real fight. This is just for performance or for your own like well-being and confidence. You can add a little bit of like that exclamation point at the end, so I can go neck wrap, move out, and then stop. Add a moment of stillness. It's a very helpful and useful tool in creating interesting conversations and choreography is stillness. So you go fast, 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 stop. And then you can keep going to whatever you're doing now. Okay? So you can do that both ways. I want you to practice it both ways, and then I'll show you what it looks like with the shoulder step. So I'm starting, this is my left. I think it might look like my right. So go neck wrap, out, loop, stop. And then I can go back the other way. Neck wrap, out, loop, stop. I like this one better for the left hand. I am left-handed, so maybe that's why. But, oh shit. Neck wrap, loop out. And just, if you were here in the old live streams, you had a saying that you pause, you stay in your head, I'm a badass, and then you keep moving. So just a long pause to go, neck wrap, loop out, pause, I'm a badass, then you could say it out loud, but you have to say it in your head. Because if you say it in your head, you'll feel it, and then you'll feel it. It's like, I just have to remember my life. Okay. And we're back, baby. Oh, yeah. RAP will say, I think it's not RAP in this one. Okay, so that's the first part. Because you can do this with any length. So if I'm going to do this with a short stick, I'm going to start like really close to the end. I wrap it around my neck, staying to apply, then I open, I loop, and come up. So everything stays the same. You're just focal point. Your fulcrum is just shorter. Okay, so all the mechanics are the same, and that's pretty universal within all staff spinning skills. The longer the staff or the shorter the staff doesn't change the mechanics of the technique. Look at him. This is why people stick around. So if your staff is really long, you can still do it. If your staff is really short, you can still do this. It doesn't make a difference, and that's pretty universal for all skills. The only difference is the longer the staff is, the longer it takes for it to go around its circumference. So a longer staff is generally going to be heavier. It's going to be a little bit slower. So you have to use a little bit more muscle and strength to get it going. Whereas like a short stick, it's really fast and often light. So the short sticks are actually harder because you have to be a little bit more precise with your technique. Whereas maybe a staff was 4 feet, but like some of my like 5 or 6 foot goes, they're a little more forgiving. But they took up way more space. Does the neck grab work well with the baton? Yes. Let me show you. Yes. Oh, this is an old one. Yes. It would be the same as the caliber. Again, the most important part is you just wrap as tight as possible before you let it go. I was watching a video full screen and well, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so that's the neck wrap portion of our combo. What I want to add is the strikes that precede it, so they go before the neck wrap. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a very quick basic rundown on striking with a bow. Hi, Archie. No, it's not food time yet. It's 1:30. You're like 3 hours too early. Okay, so striking with a bow. So the great thing about striking with a bow that's a little bit different from a sword is the sword you basically only have three options. You can poke the point in it. You can slice your true edge, so the edge that goes on the finger, and then you can do your false edge, which is the back part of the blade. You could also like pummel something to make your 4 options. Okay, and then there's like a million things to make that work, which is fun. It's great. And your hand is at a fixed point. So it's a little bit limiting in terms of what you can do in terms of striking. Whereas a bow, you can strike with all of it, and you can be moving your hands around all throughout the bow. So I can strike all the sword with a big long end, and then I can come back with a bottom end. I can punch. I can swing and go around in a circle. I can hit this way. I can block this way. I have all these different angles because the whole tool is available to me, which makes it a really fun tool to practice. But it also means that there's a bajillion different ways to do it. I'm just going to give you like the bare bones basics right now. I'm doing that thing where I'm talking enough. Okay, here we go. So I want you to think of striking with the bow a little punchy. It can be flashy, but it also can be very punchy. So if you've done any boxing, okay, bam, bam. That's what I do with the bow. Okay, so this is my right hand. I'm going to go under with my right. This is my left hand. I'm going to go over top. So I have one hand palm up, one hand palm down. Hello. Now, this is my left one. Your left hand for this particular stroke is always going to go under your armpit. So I can go under my armpit on my left side, or swing it around and bring it over on my right side. Okay, so this is this left hand. Go under the armpit this way, under the armpit that way. Okay. Right hand, this one, is going to be your punch use your right cross. This is a power move. So you want to make sure you're using the floor. So my left is my jab, my right is my cross. And I'm using my hips. That's what we're going to do with this. So right hand under, left hand over. I'm going to pull my left hand into my left armpit. My right hand is going to punch forward, and I want to punch till my arm is straight. Okay, as I pull the left hand in. It's a lot of push and push. So I'm pulling my left hand under my armpit, pushing my right hand forward. And what I want is for your right hand to land on top rather than underneath. So as I come to the top, I'm going to snap my right hand forward. And make sure that you hit the straight elbow. Try not to hyperextend. Okay, so I'm pushing this. Okay, so that's straight towards the left. Now I'm going to bring this back up. I'm going to pull with my right. I'm going to push with my left. I'm going to bring it up above my head for horizontal. And I'm going to take this left hand. Remember, we're talking about this left hand goes under the armpit. So I'm going to bring this left hand around the circle under my armpit and my right hand straight. And the good thing is you can use your ribs and your body to create the natural stopping point. Just make sure that this right elbow is straight. Okay, so what we don't want is it. Not very strong. Not very strong. Okay, so starting from this neutral position, we're going towards the left first. Left hand under, right hand over. Pull it up. Bring the left hand around the circle as his right hand snaps. Okay? Guys and lefty, I mean, instructions. I'm also left-handed. I'm just doing it. I'll do it the opposite way. I understand the plight of left-handed. We always have to do things right-handed because it's a right-handed world. Please feel sorry for us in Rolland. That song here. Okay, here, left hand under, right hand over. At the same time, I'm going to pop it down so you can see my hips a bit more. What sells the fit? It's not so much it's your hips. Okay, so give yourself a wide step. When you move towards the left, turn your hips towards the front left corner, straighten your back knee. You can't see that, but bam. Okay. I personally like to use this as a performance tool when I'm doing my film plays. I dig my heels to create a natural spot. So I'm going, and then as I come up, I turn my hips. Turn my hips, turn my hips, turn my hips, turn my hips. And all I'm doing is up, send it through. Up, send it through. Up, send it through. Up, send it through. Okay? As long as your right arm is straightening, left arm comes under your arm. I'll tally off the way. My right hand, this is the opposite way. The right hand would go left hand snap on top. I pull it up, pull it back with the left hand. Right hand goes under, left hand goes under. Up, through, up, through. Up, through, up, through. And again, the good thing is you can use your ribs. You can use your ribs as a natural stopping point as long as you're not hurting yourself. Okay. Okay, so we only have to do 2 of those. You could do more. If you know other strikes, you can insert them here. But here's how we're going to add this into our little staff couple that we're doing. So we are doing neck wrap, loop out. That's what we're going to add to this. We're going to start with 2 strikes, then do neck wrap, loop. Okay? So I'm going to go out on the right side. Sorry, Kalia. I have one hand under, left hand over. Okay, so then I'm going to go towards my left first. I'm going to snap my hips over, right elbow, snap to the other side. Now here is where we're going to add our neck wrap. So what you can do is use this left arm, push your staff a little bit closer to the the end. Then you're just gonna stand up straight, start your neck wrap, exit, do your loop up, and then just 4 simple little things. Okay? So I'm starting right hand under, left hand over. Oh, I should say, the farther your hands are apart, the bigger your strikes are. If you wanted to make it go faster, move your hands closer together. You could experiment. So if my hands are far apart, I'll have a farther distance. Rather than move my hands closer together, my circle is a little bit closer and smaller. So that's I like sort of like a medium distance. Okay, so I'm going left to the corner, snap over with the right, turn my hip, go back the opposite way, shake it out. Then I'm gonna stand up, right to the end, move up. Yeah, you do that in front of somebody, and they're gonna be like, "Whoa!" You know what you can do? What you can do is send that second strike up the board. So what I mean is, your first strike, then I do my second strike. I could slide my hand towards my left as I go around, and then rather than sending my left under the pocket, I can cross and flash out like that with one hand. Then I'm right and I'm into my neck wrap. That takes a little bit of step, sort of mid strike. Right, so strike, but or you can keep your hands on it the whole time, where you go strike, strike. It really depends on where you're at, and like if you just want something a little bit simple, slide, bam, bam. Or if you want it just a little bit bigger and a little flashier, uh, but okay, so that's up to you. I'm going to show you how to do this with a shorter stick. Okay, so if you have if you have a if you have a stick shorter than a 4 foot buffer, so this is a 4 foot buffer, the Joe's. This is probably the shortest I will go with doing 2. If I have a stick shorter, this is about 2.5 feet, but if say you have a stack, I would not use 2 hands, I would just use a regular 1-2 strike. So the motion is the same, you're just not using 2 hands. What I do is towards the end of the stick, I'm gonna slap. We were doing horizontal slaps with the staff. You could do that with the shorter stick, but if you have a shorter stick, we're gonna use a little bit more of an angle, so we're gonna use like a 45 degree. So if I'm here, same leg as the other hand, I'm gonna retract. Then I want you to imagine if you're looking at your screen, from the top corner of my computer screen to the bottom corner of my computer screen, and then bring the top end down, lift up. Again, you're striking with the top end, top of the computer screen to the bottom of the computer screen. This is called angle 1 and 2. So angle 1, angle 1, angle 2. What it's meant to simulate is striking from temple, shoulder, temple, shoulder. So if you were looking at or yourself here, if I stop halfway through, notice that I temple to my shoulder, swing through, and then the opposite side, temple, shoulder. So that's the picture I'm trying to create. So if you're using a short stick, I would do 1 and 2, 1, 2, then do my neck wrap, then loop out. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Angle 1, angle 2, neck wrap, loop out. Angle 1, angle 2, neck wrap, loop out. Okay, so that's a short stick. I'm going to do it one more time with the long stick. What do you call a poly stick that flows so fast it catches on fire? Caliente. Oh, thanks, Carlo. I'm going to take a video, put this on my Instagram. Wait, wait. Oh, I wanted to. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. I'm figuring this out. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm trying to like show the computer screen at the same time. I meant to set this up before. I wasn't that organized. I'm just reaching behind you. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so the, the first one we're going to do is with a long staff using two hands. Right hand under, left hand over, striking towards the left first, turn your feet. Look for this right elbow is straight. Bring it up. Left hand goes over the armpit. Right hand swing around. Comes to straight. Turn your hips. Take your left hand. Push it towards your right. Open your body to the front. Neck wrap. Wrap as far as you can. This hand goes under. Push out. Loop out. Pause. Think about that. Then you can move on to whatever you're. Okay. One more time. You have strike one. Two. Push. Neck wrap. Loop out. Okay. One more time. I'm going to do the second way that we talked about striking, where I plug my hands together at the top and then swing it out from there. I go one, slide together, two, neck wrap, loop out, stop. One more time. One, two, neck wrap, loop out. And remember, kids, slow is smooth, fast. You only do it this fast. You were doing a fantastic job. Okay? If you're going too fast for your current like ability level, you are probably going to end up smacking yourself in the face. Okay? Just be where you at. Speed is a product of proficiency. So the more proficient and the more honed and dialed in your technical skills are, the faster you will go naturally. And then you won't have to push for speed. If you're trying to go too fast too soon, that's when you don't have your nervous system and all the pathways lined up. You're going to lose it. It's going to go way out of control. So slow down. If you can do it slow, you can do it fast. I'm not breathing. All right. How was that? There's horizontal stuff. Shermarlos. Shermarlos. Gosh, I'm a terrible reader. Okay, good. Let's move on to a lightsaber something. What do you want to do with a lightsaber? Tell me. Maybe we should work on an Obiani for a second. Oh, meow, meow, meow. One combo 1,000 times. Yes. And we can always add on to it. There's another thing that uh, what if you move your own laptop? Can you still hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh my God, we figured it out. Carlo, you're a genius. Okay. Were you able to hear the feedback from me hearing both notes? Okay. Okay. Yes. Well, shit. Okay. Lightsaber sound. Yes. Loud and clear. Amazing. Wow. Well, I'm glad we figured it out 44 minutes in. Um, let's talk about something with a lightsaber. The reverb got worse at times, but was better. We were the whole time. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about a grip switch for a second. So being able to go from neutral grip to reverse grip. It's a relatively positive. I always knock them out of my ears when I'm doing stuff. It makes me. this video a long time. Okay, so let's talk about our reverse grip. Reverse grip is how we're going to get reverse grip, sorry, how we're going to get from the neutral grip here. Actually, maybe we should do this. This is the basics, guys. That's what we're doing. Okay. Ignore what I just said. So we're here. So we want to make sure that when we're holding our lightsaber, I do this a lot with lightsaber is you hold down here. I know you can't really see it. Turn this off for this. It's just really bright out in Vancouver today. So when I'm holding my lightsaber down towards the end of the hilt, it gets a little top heavy, and I'm not near the center of gravity of the tool. So where you want to be to spin with your lightsaber is right up by the top at the hilt. And that's why people yell at me for holding the blade, because my hand is so close to the blade, but I have to be here because this is my ideal focal point. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm holding it in a position that's easy on my joints and my wrist, because your wrist is a little bit of a sticky joint. It's got a lot of tiny little muscles in here that once they get jammed, it's really hard to work out. So you want to make sure that you're neutral when holding your staff. It's good for your body. Okay? So when I have a short weapon like this, shorter weapon like this is as long as I would go. I can have the same blade as weapon arm. If you had a heavier, like a long sword, something like this where it's quite heavy, it's really hard to hold. What I would do with this one, I don't have the strength power here, and so I'm actually going to do the opposite. Okay? So if I have a heavier, longer, bigger weapon, I'm going to grip hands. But with these lightsabers, we can do the same arm as okay, so I have my right foot forward and my right hand forward. My left hand is just kind of hanging out down here. Just make sure it's not drop down here. If you need a place to put it, I will sometimes put my thumb into my sternum. Just for a place for it to be. You just want this hand to be active and not dead. Okay? So we're going to go back to that angle 1 and 2 that we talked about with the collar. So what I'm trying to do is create an X. You can use your computer screen as a focal point for it. So if I think right corner, actually, no, this is the top right, down to the bottom left, top left corner, bottom right, creating an X with my saber, with the blade edge of my saber. So imagine I have an edge, like this one, and I'm slicing through from the bottom all the way. It's longer than I thought. And then from the bottom to the top. Rather than pointing your weapon, I want slicing. Imagine you're meeting the weapon here and slicing down. Meeting, like you're gonna chop somebody's head. Meeting the blade here, then slicing through. Okay? We're going angle 1, top right, bottom left. Bring it up, start again. Top left corner, bottom right corner. Angle 2. And again, I'm moving my hips. I'm actually moving my core, keeping my body and my core connected so that I don't have to use so much arm strength. If you're using a lightsaber, these things get heavy really fast. So if you're just only doing your arms, you're going to gas out. You're going to need 4 days to recover. So if you just move your hips, my body, my strong legs, and my core, I don't have to do it. Okay? So angle 1, angle 2. Angle 1, angle 2. Very specific angles. Okay? Then we get out 3 to 4. 3 to 4 are cross, think belly button range. With the weapon, back that way. Weapon. 3, 4. Again, if I just leave my arm with my arm isn't even moving. Okay? Move your hips. Move your hips. Move your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's how we're going to start. I'm just going to look at some. Okay. Meow. Meow. Okay. George doesn't care. He's like, pay attention to me. You're not paying attention to me. Imagining if we could add one and in the combo. Um, you could do it on an angle one. I don't like doing it on the angle one. What is this that we were talking about that we were doing with our neck wrap skill? Obviously, you can do it like it's actually a little easier with the sword. Again, I'm sending the top end forward, letting it behind my arm, and then coming back up. I'm just keeping a loose grip with my hand, anchoring with my arm and my neck. Okay? You can do that out here. You can do it horizontally. You could also do it on an angle. So I like to do it on an angle too. I don't love it on angle one, mostly because the tip is straight near my face. I have hit myself in the face, and I'm like, but you could. Where I like it is the angle two. So I come one, two, before I do the strike, what I'm going to do, as I bring my arm up to this 45-degree angle, step it forward, scroll on a 45-degree angle, and then as I finish, that's when so I go 1, 2, down. 1, circle, 2. 1, circle, 2. 1, circle, 2. And then when we do 3, 4, we can do 3, 4, and then as we end our 4, earlier, wham, on the other side. 1, loop. 2, 3, 4, loop. Okay? And what this basically is the loop is helping some of the energy with the energy of the weapon. If you really were doing this in fight choreography, when you get into real Lightsaber fights, you use a lot of physical energy, and if you have to stay here, like stop that weapon to come up the other way, you can use that to help dissipate all of this force that's coming this way, so that you're able to like use up some of that energy and then redirect the saber. Basically the same minus the neck wrap and roll. Yes. So I like to do them when we even numbers. Like you could do 3, but again, I find when you do it on the odd numbers, you're having to bring the tip of the weapon towards your face. Whereas when I do it on the even numbers, I'm sending the tip of the weapon away from me. And then here, 4, sending it away from me. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, after 4, we're going to come up upward. So I'm coming from the bottom right corner to the top left corner. Swing through at the back, then I'm going to do the opposite. Bottom, bottom right corner, bottom top left corner. I don't know. Right. Bottom left corner to top right. And then we do that on the 6. So I would go right up to the left, down. So I got to find the flow of the weapon, and then bottom left, up to the right. Now I could turn my body to a loop up my head like a highlight. It may be easier here to take a step. I'm going to take a step with this back foot. I'm going to take a step forward and strike through here. Open my body to the side. Do here and then come back down. Okay, so I'm going 5 and then follow as my leg comes forward. As my saber comes forward, I'm just going to follow my foot with it. Open, loop, and down. Back, so you can see it. So I'm going 5, Step 6, face aside, loop at the top. Again, just loop, done up here. We can talk about that next week. Here, loop, and then from here, I'm just gonna fold my weapon in, and then I'm gonna thrust, and straight through to the belly button. Here, turn your, okay? Then I'm gonna step back with this front foot as I bring my weapon back to neutral. And then you can start again. And that's the whole little combo. Okay? So starting, right leg forward, right hand forward, left hand engage. I'm starting to go 1, top corner to bottom corner. I can do my loop out if I want. Come straight across. 4, same thing. I can do my loop out at the end. Come up from the bottom. 5, 6, take that step. Open my body to the side. Loop. Bring it in, fold it in, thrust forward, and step back. I'm going to dip my back foot into the ground, and then I can do another wrist back. Reset. Let's take it. So 1, angle 2, 3, angle 4, 5, 6, loop, 7, reset 8. Okay, and this is a good flow pattern. Practice your angle and practice more efficient with your tool, your lightsaber. Hips will work for you so that your arm doesn't get tired. Turning my hips, 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 stepping back. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and thrust up. If you can do it smoothly, slow is smooth, is fast. Movements are interesting. They're like the striking angle for certain college schools might. Yes, I do have a significant college background, so that's why I do that. But I find that throughout my career, the Filipino martial arts training that I've done has been most in film. And the angles are very clear, they're very specific. You need to be very meticulous about them, but they work. Holding my breath. Okay, let's talk about Ozzy finally calm down. He's sitting in the red chair. Okay, let me look at some questions. Oof. I am sweaty. On the 6th, yeah, it's the high whip thad. High whip is the loop on the 6th. So when you're using like when you're striking with a sword or a lightsaber, you wanna be very specific with your angles. Because if they're not only, my stance is G. I love JK too. Bruce knew what he was doing. You wanna be very specific with your angles. In a performance fight choreography context, the reason we wanna be very specific and meticulous about angles of attack are because we're often working with another person. Um, so we wanna be very specific with the angles of attack because we're working with a dance partner. My angle 1 is coming out and it's come from this side. You're just asking for somebody to get hurt, and it's gonna end up being really dangerous. So I wanna make sure that my angle is very clear so that my dance partner knows what's happening with that angle. Whereas if you're coming, your angles are very unclear, making your dance partner to move for it. It's also for your safety. If your angles aren't clear, you're probably gonna hit yourself with them. That's just part of the game of doing these types of skills, whether that's with a lightsaber or a staff or sword or knives or spatula, is, um, you wanna keep yourself safe and you wanna keep your partner safe. other thing is aesthetically, if your um, angles are sort of all over the place, the conversation that you are creating, oh my God, lady, the like if your angles are all over the place and they're very clear, the conversation that you're creating is really muffled. It'd be like having a conversation with somebody and they're muffled. And you're like, what are you saying? And it's the same thing. If you're not clear with your the, the your audience, people watching, are not clear what you're trying to tell them. And what we want is we want to be able to have a conversation with these tools. We want to be able to use them in a way that tells a story rather than doing a bunch of stuff. Um, will you be doing more of these? Yes, every weekend we're doing things. Um, so what we want is a really interesting conversation and story that does this. There's this inciting incident, and then like something happens, and then we're here, rather than just having a conversation that's sort of on this level. So that's why we want to be very clear with our angles of attack, so that you're communicating clearly exactly what it is that you're trying to get across. If that makes sense. That's my analogy for everything. I saw a question that says, "Do you dance?" I used to dance. I used to be a competitive dancer. I started my professional career as a professional dancer. Not anymore. I will be doing these live streams once a week, either on Saturday or Sunday. I'm likely going to do the next one on Saturday next week. Probably around the same time as this, maybe slightly earlier. Have my academy members class at 2 p.m. So if you want to join that class, is on a different platform. Here is a drop-in link. You have to pay for that class. All right. What else do we got? I'm gonna go for another 10 minutes, and then we're gonna let's see. I'm just scrolling up. Do you like nunchucks? I've never really played with nunchucks before. I maybe played with nunchucks for a total of 30 minutes. Um, it's just never come up. Um, if you want to join these um, again, make sure you're following me on Instagram. The links are in the description, and I'll put the date and the time and the link for this on my Instagram stories. So if you want to make sure that you get in on it, make sure that you follow on Instagram and see these the details for this. Also, if you have questions or suggestions on, feel free to comment on any one of my videos or DM me, or you could even put it in this chat. I don't know if I'll see it afterwards, but like comment on something and say, hey, in the live stream, can we do this or can we talk about this? Because I always want to make sure that you're enjoying this and I'm that you want to work on, not just me being like, let's do this. Serge says, does it burn when you grab the lightsaber blade? Oh, it hurts so bad. The internet hates this. Okay? The internet really hates this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Olivia's right. You can also ask in our Discord. We have a uh, Discord channel for the Freestyle staff community. You can definitely jump in there and ask questions. Olivia is a great moderator in there. I think the link for it is in the description uh, down below. Saoirse's going to bed in the Netherlands. It's late. Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. I was thinking that there would only be about 10 people here, and we've got 73, and the highest I saw was like 88. Maybe it went um, up higher than that. But thank you. Uh, thank you for being here. Maybe Angel rolls in a far future one. Your videos on them are amazing, but I seem to be stuck. We could probably do that. What else? Oh, okay. So upcoming classes, I have my Vancouver classes, Vancouver, BC, Vancouver, Canada, starts on February 2nd. If any of you are in Vancouver, please join me for that. And also, there's online classes, so something like this on Zoom, so you can see me, I can see you. We can talk back and forth, not in a chat. Um, that uh, Sorry, I got distracted by my phone. That online classes, beginner intermediate creative combat, they start on April 27th, and that's a 6 course. That there is the Freestyle Staff All Access Academy tomorrow, not tomorrow, tomorrow week, next week, next week. If you're an Academy member, if you sign up to be an Academy member, you're doing there. I get private lessons online and in person. I really wanna learn Angel. I have a fire staff, so I wanna do without burning my hair. You can do that with a fire staff. You can totally do that. So yeah, all of the details are down below. Please follow me on Instagram if you have access to TikTok. Please follow me there. It's at Michelle.Smith. If you're enjoying my YouTube videos, the best thing you can do for content, not just my content, but content on a whole, is share and leave a comment. That helps the algorithm tremendously. So if you like this, please share it. If you like any of my YouTube videos, please share them, like them, do all those things. Same thing on Instagram, like and share. Yeah, I think that's it for me today. Thank you so much for being here. Um, Amir says, "Could we have a session to bulletproof shoulders? I had some scares, and I know you have some disability." Yes, we definitely great suggestion, Mira. Thank you. Um, remind me of that. All right. So thank you so much for being here. I will be back next Saturday for the live stream classes. And if you have any suggestions, please reach out on Instagram or the Discord. All of the links are down below. This will be up for your viewing pleasure basically as soon as we're done. And yeah, I hope to see you out there. And see you on the next one. Okay, bye. Excellent. I'm glad you guys liked it. Good. All right. Thank you for coming. I'll see you next time. Bye.